excellent. Your executive summary was superb. So whose executive summary was that, or did you combine them?
Elaine
we blended
combined
it.
Okay, it is so good, yeah, and hopefully as you do your kind of final review or your next review, that executive summary just launches the proposal, and it's just a fabulous review, and kind of even when I've read it before and when I had questions, those questions get answered. So as you can continue to read, it's very clear what you're going to do, how you're going to do it. So the executive summary is excellent. Could I give you 10 extra points for that? I would do it, but it's very good, very good. And so as I
we would allow you to give 10 extra points.
Okay, you probably won't. You probably won't need it. It probably won't get you any farther. I thought every other section was fine. One of the comments I had on the budget, but I think, did Georgia do the budget? Who did the budget?
Georgia did.
Georgia did the budget.
Georgia.
Okay, so something that she did that isn't necessarily wrong, but there's another way to do it. She plugged in specific benefits, and usually when you do a budget and you budget for benefits, you just budget a percentage. It's like, I'm sure you remember that from when you took the business course. So you usually take the line and you put the word benefits, and then you take 25% of what the total salaries are. So I know that you're kind of down to the wire in getting this done, so you don't necessarily have to change it. I'm just utilizing it as a teaching moment, if you will. It's that when you do the budget part, you just put the word benefits, and then it actually depends on your organization. Some organizations say allow 20% for benefits. Some organizations actually say allow 30% for benefits. So it depends on how many benefits you're giving, and then and how expensive they are. So those were truly my only comments. So if you have questions on any of the sections that you wrote that you need some clarification, or you're concerned about any part of it, we can talk about it.
I don't know that I do. I mean, I've read through it, and I'm thrilled that it seems to flow really well, even though it was four different authors.
Yeah. No, it really does. It's good.
Yeah, I didn't have anything. Did that diffusion theory? Do you think I got that okay with the everything that I listed in there?
I think it's okay. Nice job. Thank you. I did go over that. It looks good.
Good. That's the only thing I had to worry about, I guess, is that one. I was kind of concerned with that part, but I think I'm good.
Sarah, anything?
I didn't have anything. I think once Elaine found what I missed with the single spacing, I was ecstatic that we're totally within our page limit
within
now.
your page.
We're good.
Actually, the document that's in the group drop box that I think everybody can see, I did do a few edits at the beginning, and so you can go. They're grammatical things like singular and plural and that kind of stuff. Not very many, so you can go back and look at that if you want to. But that's there, and that would be easy to do, easy to correct, I think.
Okay.
Okay. Great.
So shortest mentoring call ever. You can tell Georgia that she didn't miss too much today, and I wish. Yeah.
Oh, I was just going to ask, because the part for me, I really, when it comes to the budget stuff, that is my weakest area. So I was very grateful that Georgia took that part.
Yeah.
What would be, like, if you had to name the 3 top things to know, what would they be? Just as a learning tool, if I have to actually do that.
In terms of budget.
Yeah,
just
like
overall.
what would be
Well, I
right?
think
What is the most important aspects to?
okay, her format I think was very, very good. I think the other thing in terms of budget, particularly when you're going to do a proposal, if you can demonstrate some kind of a gain, you know, like the organization is going to make money based on the proposal, I think that's what people are looking for. It's not everything, but it's certainly an important aspect of it that. You know, that's why they're called bean counters. That if we're going to count these beans, you got to
Right.
make sure I got more when I go home than when I came here. And so you will that would be important, ensuring that that there's going to be a gain. But you know, but again, there can be an investment also in good things for patients, and definitely an investment in terms of innovation and an investment for a brand new thing that somebody could market. So you want to look at it, and it's a proposed budget, and so do your best, because
Right.
basically it's a guess. You are making your best guess, and certainly in my experience, most budgets were predicated on the prior year's budget. How much did you spend last year? And that's always the starting point. And then what might be different this year that you need to consider when you propose a budget. And so and then something that I was reading that Georgia put together in the last discussion, where she was kind of telling why should she get the job, you know, why was she the person for the job. She talked about coming in under budget every single year for the last, I don't know whether she's been there 6 years or 9 years or something like that. So that's always a major accomplishment when you get a budget and then you live within your budget. So that's just sort of other budgeting information. Sarah, I would ask you too. I mean, you've had experience with budget. So what have you had to do a budget for your area?
I have.
And so what were your lessons learned?
You know, I'm still new to the budget world, so we work with our finance team, and my biggest challenge is always trying to anticipate supply cost. That's always a huge part for me, but with this one, we didn't really have to do a whole lot of that because we were doing mostly with equipment, and it's usually the smaller supplies that really get me.
I think that's an excellent point. That's, you know, something that it's very hard to know. Melissa, what about you and your experience with budget? Any lessons learned?
I don't have any experience with budgets.
Not yet. I think Sarah said something really, really important too. Depending on your organization, I always got tremendous help from my finance department also. So I think if you have a good finance department, they want to make sure that whatever you put together is going to work, because they don't want you coming to them at the end of the year saying, I don't have enough. And again, in my experience, sometimes what would happen if you had turnover, or you had a very high census, or you had a really bad month in the ICU with numbers of patients and criticality of patients, then suddenly what you had budgeted, or everybody got sick, and now you're paying overtime, and now you're using agency. Healthcare is very difficult to predict. And so you're having to think about all of those kinds of things, I think, when you do a budget, again, so you've budgeted for enough. And then kind of the other side of that is frequently fiscal officers don't want to give you a big budget for overtime, and they don't want to give you a big budget for agency, and yet that's where you're going to need to turn if you're having trouble with staffing. So did we give you any answers, Elaine, or just a lot of worries?
You did. Well, yeah, maybe some of both.
Yeah. Okay. Other questions? That was a good discussion. Good question. Other questions? Anybody? All right. Well,
right now.
I want to wish you a very, very happy Thanksgiving, and tell you that as I think about what I'm thankful for each of you, and just find you to be the most amazing people and feel like I know you as I watch all of the things you write and the things you think and the wonderful nurses that I know you are. And you're just fabulous, amazing people. I'm so proud that you chose to go this route. I know it has not been easy. I know the academic rigor of this program is nothing to sneeze at. You work very hard to get this degree, and you're very close, and hope you take an awful lot of pride in your accomplishments. So I'm thankful that I had the opportunity to work with you and spend time with you and get to know you a little bit better. So happy Thanksgiving. Get those frozen turkeys ready to go, and have a great day tomorrow, and we will talk soon.
All right, thank you.
Okay,
Right.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I will click
Appreciate
out.
it.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
That's promising.
Well,
That's good.
yeah. So it sounds like other than you little spellings, we're done.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
And to be honest, she probably got the one that I posted before I went through and did the whole spell grammar check thing. So now that it's single spaced, I'll post it again. And if we just want to have any tweaks or critiques or whatever done by what do you think, Saturday night, Sunday morning?
Saturday, yeah, because it's due Sunday.
Due Sunday.
Yeah. So Saturday night.
Yeah, Sunday night.
That way we can have time to work on it Sunday if you need. Will that work?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'll post it as soon as we get off then.
I think that sounds good.
Okay, sounds
good. Melissa, I did just change it too. That's what I was doing when she asked me that question. I'm like, crap, I'm changing the thing. Stop talking. I wasn't ready for that. I was putting the number on the marketing flyer. I don't know what you asked me, to be honest. I'm trying to figure out what I was doing.
All right. Well, you guys have a good Thanksgiving.
You too.
All right.
See you, ladies.
You too.
All
right. Bye-bye.
Bye.